Good evening, students. Today we are going to discuss a new topic in this module, and maybe it will be the last reading text we're going to analyze. Open your books, page 62, student books, module 5, and we have, you will find a communication workshop section, writing a detective story. We have already 2 stories and we're going to analyze them. This is the first reading text or the first story, and this is the second one. As you can see in your books. So we're going to discuss first the first story, but before this, let's introduce you to certain important vocabulary. Okay. You have here the term, and here's the meaning in Arabic. Listen to the pronunciation and study them well, because I'm not going to explain every single sentence. ما هشرح كل إشي نقطة نقطة مع بعض. هشرح الأشياء الصعبة. To cover up, frightened, kidnap, police officer, arguing, plan, ransom, flat, investigate, victims, and scriptwriters. Okay, let's start reading the story and analyze it to understand what happened. Okay, before we have here the characters or the dialogue is taking place between 2 people, Mr. Hayek and the police officer, about a story or something that Mr. Hayek have heard. إشي سمعه Mr. Hayek وإجا يشكي للpolice officer عنه. Let's start reading. Mr. Hayek went to see the Jordanian police on Thursday morning. He was very frightened. كتير كان خايف. Why? I think somebody wants to kidnap me tonight, officer. He said. بيحكي للشرطي إنه شاكك إنه في حدا بده يخطف. Why do you think so? asked the police officer. This started 3 days ago. بلش يحكي له عن الشكو. I usually get back home late from work and go right to bed. باجي من الشغل وبنام. On Monday, I heard my new neighbor who lives next door arguing with his wife. قاعد بتحاور مع مرته. The police officer said, I don't see anything wrong. يعني وين المشكلة باللي بتحكي؟ They were discussing the same plan on Tuesday and Wednesday. The neighbor said. Mr. Hayek started telling the story اللي سمعها أو the plan اللي سمعها للpolice officer. Omar and Walid are going to break into the flat next door on Thursday night. Omar takes all the money and Walid will cover up for him. يعني حيفوتوا وليد وعمر سمع اسمين على الشقة بالليل الخميس بالليل. عمر حياخد المصاري ووليد حيخبي عليه أو حيغطي عليه. What if they kidnap the man? إذن he أو Mr. Hayek سمعهم heard them talking about a man or kidnapping a man. Umar and Walid will kidnap him and ask the Jordanian police for a ransom. يعني حيخطفوه حيطلبوا فدية. His wife said. said the police officer بعد ما بلش يفكر بالقصة. Who are your new neighbors? Let us investigate them. مين هم عشان نحقق معهم باللي سمعته. They are Mr. Ibrahim and Susan Yusuf, said Mr. Haik. أسمائهم Mr. Ibrahim and Susan Yusuf. Ibrahim and Susan Yusuf, said the police officer. This case is not so difficult. There would be no victims. بعد ما سمع أسمائهم قال بإنه هاي القضية or solving this mystery will not be difficult. ما حيكون صعب. You don't watch TV very often, do you? يعني سألوا إذا إنك ما بتحضر تلفزيون مؤخرا. How did the police officer know? And what's the relation between Mr. Haik's story and watching TV lately or recently? So هو سألوا عن طب شو دخل القصة اللي أنا حكيت لك إياها إني أنا مش بحضر تلفزيون. If you want to know why, flip your book. You're going to find here the answer for Mr. Hayek's story. And I'm going to read it out loud. The answer is Mr. Ibrahim and Susan Yusuf are the script writers of a TV show. عمر and Walid are actors. يعني هم بكتبوا سيناريو لمسلسل وعمر ووليد الممثلين. فإنه هو فكر or Mr. Hayek thought that the man in Susan Yusuf and Ibrahim's story is he. إنه هو اللي حيخطفونه. It was only a story in a TV show. That's it. So this is the paragraph and this is the analysis. We have exercise 1. The answer is, which is already in your books, اللي هما لما قلبنا الكتاب. هي هاي الأنسر. Okay, before discussing the second story, also we're going to introduce some vocabulary. You have panda, cage, circular, أنا هون, interviewed, stolen, zookeeper, zoo manager, zoo owner, and zoo cleaner. تمام? Before we start reading, let's read the questions to try to figure out what the story is about or what we're going to find. A. What happened? So we have something that happened. Action. B. Where did it happen? We have place where the story happened. C. Who did it? So we have a criminal or person who did something. D. How did it happen? كيف صارت? Or the mechanism, الآلية اللي صارت فيها الأكشن that we're going to know. E. Why did he or she do it? So we don't know yet whether the criminal or the person is a man or woman. زلمة ولا ست عادي. So we're going to know everything and to answer these questions after reading the text. One night, a panda disappeared from its cage in the zoo. اختفى دب الباندا. In the morning, the zookeepers اللي هدول بيكونوا مسؤولين عن الحديقة وحراس وهيك found the door of the circular cage was open. القفص الدائري circular اللي فيه الدب مفتوح والدب مو موجود. Nobody knew where the panda was. Disappeared. هاي اختفى. Only 3 men had keys to the zoo. يعني بس 3 بيقدروا يفوتوا على الحديقة أو حديقة الحيوانات. A detective arrived and interviewed 3 men. وصل interviewed حقق معهم or investigate. But there is a conversation or dialogue between them. Where were you the night the panda was stolen? سألهم وين كنتوا لما الليلة اللي اختفى فيها دب الباندا. أو he said stolen يعني إنه نوعا ما انسرق. هلا we're going to see the responses. ردود كل حدا فيهم. The zoo owner أو اللي هو مالك الحديقة. I was having dinner at home with my family. بتعشى مع عيلته. The zoo cleaner اللي هو اللي بينظف, the person who's responsible for cleaning the zoo. I was cleaning the corner of the cages. يعني كان ينظف corners of the cages, الزوايا يعني بينظف بالأقفاص التانية. And the zoo manager or the manager المدير, I was feeding the lions. كان بيطعمي بالأسود. Who lied? And this question is for you. Who lied? And how did the detective know? The answer for this question is that the thief or the person who stole the panda is the cleaner, because he was cleaning the cages and he used or make use of the time that the zoo owner and the manager was busy. كانوا مشغولين. الزو اونر كان موجود مع عيلته, موجود بالبيت, والمانجر كان بيطعمي بالأسود, فاثنيناتهم كانوا مشغولين. So the zoo cleaner stole the panda while the zoo owner and the zoo manager were busy. فسرقوا لما كانوا مشغولين. لأنه يعني هو كان ينظف حجته مش مقنعة. And that's it. Let's answer the questions. What happened? And here is the answers. What happened? A panda was stolen from the zoo. Second question, where did it happen? In the zoo. The third question, who did it? قلنا the zoo cleaner. How did it happen? He stole the panda while the zoo manager was busy feeding the lions and the zoo owner was at home. أكيد ما حيسرق هو بالبيت. Why did he or she? And now we knew that it's she.